morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's vlog is going to be another day in my life vlog, but it's going to be a bit different because I want to show you guys how my weekends usually look like. So my first plan for today is I'm gonna meet a friend for brunch, and then we're gonna hang out a little bit there in a place called Daikanyama. So on the weekends, I usually hang out with my friends on Friday nights or Saturdays, and Sundays are usually my me time. I usually do my errands, or I just stay at home alone on Sundays, like watching Netflix and do some personal projects. Also, because I'm mostly introverted, I always need some me time to recharge before the week starts. Anyways, I don't want to be late, so let's get going. So we're currently at, what is it called? Heavenly Waikiki Island Lifestyle Restaurant in Daikanyama. And I just ordered Hainanese chicken rice. What did you order? Hainanese chicken rice, which is a cuisine from
Hawaii.
No, it's from Singapore.
Actually?
Yeah.
But this is Hawaii.
I know, but they even have bibimbap, which is from Korea, right? This is like a private studio, but we're actually at a cafe now.
That's the thing.
Felix want to show his purikura.
No. You're filming?
Yeah, I'm filming. This is his purikura.
My face is so small. I don't know what happened.
What did you say?
My face shrank like 90%.
I'll take a picture later. So Felix, I want to ask some questions about your job. So many of my audience are interested in tech, and then I think a lot of them are also students. So yeah, what do you do in Tokyo?
I work as a data analyst.
And what does a data analyst do on a daily basis?
So, first of all, we collect data and then manipulate or clean the data. And then after that, we kind of visualize the data, report to like stakeholders of what's happening in the business, and kind of influence business decisions. Sounds pretty cool, right? Yeah.
That sounds really cool. Is that really what you're doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so you're a data analyst, right? I'm just wondering what kind of tech stacks you're using, or what technologies or software you use for your tasks.
So I would say, it depends on the company, but for our company, we use SQL or SQL to collect and extract data, and then we use Power BI, which is a visualization software, to create reports and dashboards.
Do you use Python programming?
A little bit for machine learning purposes, but not for data analysis in our company. Yeah.
Right. How about Tableau? Like, I know you mentioned Power BI, but there's like Tableau, right?
Yeah, I mean, they both do the same thing, so it depends on the company that you work at, which one they use.
Right. Last question. 2 tips for students or people who want to be a data analyst.
Yeah, for sure. So like we mentioned, technical skills is very important. So I would say learn the fundamentals, starting with, I think SQL, that's the most. In pretty much all data analysis jobs, you have to use SQL. And then learn like some kind of visualization software, whether that be Power BI or Tableau. And then lastly, if you have time or are interested in programming, learn Python, because it's always a bonus if you can code in Python. Secondly, I think, every company pretty much has some kind of data analysis position. So I think there's a lot of opportunities, but business knowledge is pretty important. So I think you might want to focus on one or two business areas, and then kind of get to know like the business better. So yeah, when you apply to the jobs, you can answer the questions better.
Awesome, sounds great. Thank you very much. One last question. Let's say we have two tables. One. Just kidding. It's like a sequel interview question, you know. Hey guys, I'm finally home, just showered and I just had my dinner, and then now I'm going to spend 45 minutes or maybe an hour to do some self-study. If you guys watched my previous video, I did some self-study on large language models. So I finished that course on Coursera, and then now I'm trying to do something that is more practical. I'm building a chatbot on my local computer for my, I would say, specific use case. And I'm sure you guys have used ChatGPT before. The limitation of large language models used in ChatGPT, for example, is that it only has knowledge from the training data it was trained on. So for example, if you have a specific lecture note, there's a possibility that the model cannot answer your question, or it'll just give you an answer that is nonsense. So this thing is called hallucinations in, large language models. So to overcome that, I've been learning this method called RAG. Basically, it allows you to customize your model for your own specific documents. I'm currently watching a video from the Lang Chain YouTube channel. This person is making a chatbot for his local computer using Llama 3 model, which is an open source model. The problem with my previous course is that it's using OpenAI models, and then OpenAI models are not open source. Like, you can still use it, but there's a limit to it. And I did pay like $20 to get the credits, and then I was able to use it, but I don't think it's going to be sustainable in the long run, because I'm just doing this for my personal project. So I would prefer to use open source models, and Llama 3, which is the one that this guy is using, is the open source version of, it's an open source model. So I think I'd prefer to use that from now on. Anyways, I'm just gonna study now, and I think I'll end the vlog until here. So thank you so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.